Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video, hi, I'm Elena, and this is The Organized Money, where we talk about planning life and managing money. So today is video 4 in our How to Start Planning Your Life series, and I'm really excited about this one because in this one, we are going to be talking about how to think through your setup and customizing and setting up your planner. So this is my current planner for 2020. I have been loving this system. However, there are some things that I have been thinking about changing. And so I wanted to walk you through that process, walk you through how I look at my current planner, how I start thinking of the pros and cons that I currently have with my system, and setting up my system for 2021. If you have been following me in 2020, then you may know I started off 2020 in a Happy Planner Big. It was my favorite planner. I really did love that system. However, around September of 2020, I found out that Happy Planner was not going to be adding on an hourly Happy Planner for 2021. They decided to discontinue that size. So I ended up switching in September back to the classic size for a couple of months to see how I can make it work for me. So now that I am evaluating my system for 2021, I wanted to write down some pros and cons of the Big versus the Classic. Now, I did an entire video on the Big versus the Classic when I was working on my setup. So if you want to see a full in-depth review of that, then you can definitely check out that video. But these are really quickly my pros and cons. So a pro of the Big is the space. I love the space of the Happy Planner Big. You have a bunch of space to write, and I am a very detailed planner. So I do love being able to write as much as I possibly can in my planner. And the Classic is a little bit smaller, so you don't have as much space to write everything down. Another pro of the Big is the cover. So I love Tool Notebook and I love their covers. And you guys know they always have this sleek, minimalistic line of covers that are like leather covers. And I really think that they are so nice and really pretty. So that's a pro for me. It may not be a pro for everyone else, but once I switched over to the Classic, I had to switch my cover because Tool Notebook doesn't create covers in this particular size, and I had to go to the quilted one, which isn't bad. I just really like the leather cover better. Another really big pro of the Big is it's 8.5 by 11. This means that anything that I print out, I could just easily punch and add into my planner. I love having a disc-bound planner because the pages are removable, and I love that the Big was 8.5 by 11 because I did not have to cut down anything extra. I literally could print a sheet of paper, punch holes in it, and add it to my planner. So those were the pros of the Big Happy Planner. One of the cons was the portability. One thing about having a Big Happy Planner is it's bigger. So because it's bigger, it's not as portable as the Classic size. Of course, you can kind of grab it, you can put it in more bags. It's a little bit easier to carry around the Classic than it is the Big. And the second con, which was the con that ended up making me switch in September, was that Happy Planner discontinued the hourly Happy Planner Big. So this was the biggest reason why I ended up switching, because even though I love the space, I love the cover, and I love the size, I ended up switching to the Classic because I needed an hourly so bad. It is the main way that I am able to stay on top of my schedule, and I could not see planning around it. So I did end up switching back to the Classic size, and I have been in the Classic size for a couple of months. But now that we're looking at 2021, I was missing the pros that I had with my Happy Planner Big. I was missing my space, I was missing my covers, I was missing being able to just print out a sheet of paper. So what I decided to do is create my own planner. So I created an 8.5 by 11 life planner, undated, and it's hourly. It is extremely simple. Once you open it up, I have the same sheet as I do in my budget planner. I have the goals section. I have a section for future planning where you get every single month, and then you are able to write down any future events that are coming up. I also have a section for your planner routine and any other routines that you may want to set up, like morning or PM routines, cleaning routines, anything else that you may want to jot down here. I have a brain dump. And then my currently monthly page, you have important dates, goals, notes, and a currently section. So what you're currently listening to, watching, reading, planning, and loving. You also have your monthly to-dos that you can kind of write down here of any highlights for the month. You have a month on 2 pages, so where you can have notes, and you have a bigger section for your monthly. And then it goes into your hourly pages. So you have some space on the side here where you can jot down different notes or add stickers if you would like. And then your day goes from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. because that was one thing that I did have with the hourly Happy Planner, is that I felt like, I think it ends at 7 or 8, and I really wanted it to end a little bit later. So mine ends at 10 p.m. And that is basically it. It just constantly repeats from there. You get 4 or 5 weeks, and then it starts back over to the new month, and you get 12 months within this planner. And with it being undated, it does give you some flexibility to where if you plan one week and then skip another week, you can definitely do that with this planner if that's how you plan. I also have some space at the top here in case you want to write down any to-dos. I usually write the other sections of my life in right here, and in that way I know that I make sure that I'm planning in all of those other areas before I get to my schedule as well. So that is a really super quick overview of this planner. Of course, we're going to be diving in and doing way more videos within it, but this is just a setup video. So I really wanted to just show you guys what I am going to be using for 2021 when it comes to my catch-all. And since I created this planner and since I have it now, I am going to switch back to Happy Planner Big and using my planners for 2021. That was the first decision that I made. The next decision that I made was going through all of my other life categories and deciding what type of planner I'm going to be using in those categories. The first area we've already discussed is my schedule, and that's the hourly. And so for that one, I am going to be using my planner, which is the Organized Money Planner. The next section of my life is going to be my business. For my business, I have been loving the dashboard style. I've been going back and forth on different styles. Sometimes I use vertical, sometimes I use dashboard, but I can tell you this, I really have been loving the dashboard mainly because you are able to add columns into the dashboards. I have been seeing Keleva Plan do this and Plan with Bumble. I know both of them have been doing it this way, and when I saw that their setup, I really did miss doing it this way. So I ended up going back to the dashboard style, and I have added columns, which is really good for my business. So I am going to stay with that, and it's going to be a Happy Planner. My next planner is going to be my personal planner. So my personal section, I actually renamed this section. It was health and wellness before, but it's the same planner. I just decided to rename the section because I was keeping some additional things in here. Like I am still doing my meals, what I have eaten for the day, the weight, all of that. I'm keeping track of health and wellness, but I'm also keeping track of other routines and other things that's going on with me. I'm keeping track of what I might wear, or if I'm trying to pre-plan other things in my personal life. So I did just rename that section, but I am going to be still using a vertical style planner for this, and it will be a Happy Planner vertical. Now I'm going through these pretty quickly, but of course you may need to do this scenario where you're weighing out the pros and the cons for each different area of your life to make sure that you're picking the right planner for you in this particular season. I already know that this system works for me because I'm currently doing it. But if you're brand new to the planner community, don't fret, just take your time with it and do pros and cons. The next section that I have is my budget planner. Now, you guys know with my budget planner, I have been using my planner, which is a budget planner that I created, I believe it was about 2 years ago. And I did make some changes to this planner. I am going to dive into all of the changes that I did make. It was minor changes, but I did make the calendar into the 2-page calendar like I did with the life planner. And I also made some changes to the ending monthly check-in page. So we're gonna dive into that when we go into budget planning and how I'm setting that up. But for now, once again, this is an overview video. And so for my budget planner, I am going to be using my planner. So the next section is my work. So I have gotten this question a couple of times, so I'm just gonna really quickly address it. I know that I have business and work as two different things on here, and a lot of people will ask me because I keep them separate. My work planner is because I am the CFO of my church. And with me being the CFO, I have a lot of sensitive information that I don't share on my YouTube channel. I don't share it anywhere else, but I do need the planner. So I use a Happy Planner vertical for this particular area of my life. And this is where I am keeping track of the different things for my church, like payroll, bills I need to cover, vendors I need to pay. I am budgeting. I'm doing all the stuff that I need to do for work. And it's only separated because these are CFO duties that I don't want to share on the internet, but my business planner is the organized money stuff, which I share everything. The next area I'm planning is my reading. So I did some evaluation with my reading planner because I noticed a couple of things about it. One thing that I noticed is I don't really use my monthly section. Sometimes I would try and write down the different things that I may have read for a particular day in my monthly, but I really wasn't consistent with it. And a lot of times I wouldn't plan in my reading planner on a weekly basis. I would only set aside time to plan in it and lay stickers down when I had some extra time and I had finished a book completely. So what I decided to do is not get a full reading planner. I decided instead that I'm going to create horizontal pages just for this reading section. So it's going to be like just inserts, horizontal pages. Then that way I can decorate whenever I have the time, but I'm not obligated to a full planner, nor will I feel bad if I don't have it fully decorated for the year. Next, we have my faith planner. For my faith planner, I am going to be using a horizontal happy planner, and that one is not going to change. I am still using my monthly for like the verse of the day, and then I'm going to be using the horizontal pages in order to write out scriptures and different things that I'm learning. The last planner that I have is my home planner. So with my home planner, that is where I am keeping track of any purchases that I need to make for the house, any organizational projects, any cleaning, menu, all of that goes into my home planner. And I am going to be using a vertical planner in order to stay on top of that, and it will be a happy planner. So this is going to be my full setup. It is going to be 7 planners and 1 insert section. I really do love this setup. I know that I did not go through all of the different planners that I picked for each individual section and kind of show it to you, show the inside. I know I didn't do that, but that is because it's coming up in upcoming videos. So within this series, I kind of did the setup in this one, but we will have a video dedicated to business planning, one dedicated to finances, one dedicated to personal and faith and work and reading. And since I'm going to be going in depth into the particular planner within those videos, I didn't want to repeat it and do it in this one as well. If you remember my setup from previously, you know that the tool cover does come with pockets. So I'm really excited about getting back to those pockets, and I'm really loving this sleek look. I do love the color of the gold disc. The only thing I might switch, I'm not 100% sure, is I might go to the black cover, but other than that, I am loving it. So currently I do have my side tabs here, and that's only just so that I can easily switch from section to section, and I know which planner is currently in there. But I will go to the top tabs at the end of December, and then that way I can have my top tabs for January, because I love having top tabs for the top of my planner and then having on the side the months. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Oh, and by the time you see this video, I will have selected 2 winners of the giveaway. If you don't know what the giveaway was, it was in the second video in this series, and it was when I announced the life planner for the very first time. When I announced it, I said that I was going to be selecting 2 people and that I would announce on Friday who is the winner of the giveaway, or who are the winners of the giveaway, because there are going to be 2 of them. You get to select either the classic size of the life planner or the big size of the life planner. So make sure that you check the comments, and I will also head back to that video and comment back to you, because I will need you to reply to me and give me your mailing address. If you didn't win that one, it's okay. Make sure that you stay tuned for tomorrow's video, because in tomorrow's video I'm going to be doing another giveaway. So make sure that you stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.